Hey guys, Tyler here from GarageWarrior.com, and today I want to answer the question, should I eat legumes? Okay, so we're talking about beans and things like that. So I'm going to tell you about the pros and cons about beans and then my personal experience with eating legumes, okay? So first of all, people always talk about legumes, especially vegetarians, and they're like, oh, it's a great source of protein. Well, it's an okay source of protein, but it's really primarily a carbohydrate. I'm reading the back of this container of black beans, 20 grams of carbs, 6 grams of protein. So if you have issues with body fat, you're trying to lower your carbohydrate consumption because your blood sugar is out of control, beans are not a good source of protein. They're a good source of carbohydrates. And this is just per serving. There's 3.5 per can. So each can's got like 70 grams of carbohydrates, okay? So if you guys are trying to avoid the higher carb diet, then you want to moderate or exclude the beans from the diet. Now the next thing is the paleo community talks about phytates and lectins, okay? Now phytates and lectins are some of those anti-nutrients that are contained in foods, and it kind of it varies depending on how much you're eating. So phytic acid can be an issue if you're eating beans that aren't well prepared. So how can you prepare beans and make them less rich in phytic acid? Well, you can soak them for a longer period of time before cooking them. You can sprout them for a period of time before cooking them. You can ferment them for a period of time before cooking them. All those are great ways to reduce those anti-nutrient content to make them safer for you. But all in all, if you're eating just a little bit of beans here and there, it shouldn't be too much of an issue for you. Finally, there's another thing contained in beans called FODMAPs. And FODMAPs are basically a type of carbohydrate that can have problems, cause problems in your gut. That's why a lot of people fart when they eat beans and things like that. Not everybody is sensitive to FODMAPs. Not everybody is sensitive to the particular type of lectins in beans, which is why some people can have beans and they can't have tomatoes or vice versa, okay? So how do you guys discover this? I want to tell you guys about a personal story. I did a 30-day detox style diet. It's an autoimmune protocol diet where you basically remove anything that's potentially inflammatory. Then what I did is I reintroduced foods one at a time. And after I got through some of the basic staple foods, I started reintroducing beans. And I reintroduced black beans. And everybody thinks of black beans as like the healthy bean, right? Oh, it's so much better for you than pinto beans. And it tore me up. And then I was like, okay, maybe it's just a fluke. So I tried it again, and it tore me up. So I went back to the other diet for a few days, waited for my body to get back to normal, and then I tried good old-fashioned pinto beans. And I was totally fine with pinto beans. So I don't think that there's any specificity on what's going to agree with you or anybody else, and you have to try it out for yourself. So remove all the bad foods for 2 weeks or 30 days, and then reintroduce foods one at a time and see which beans work well for you. For me, I know pinto beans agree with my body. They don't make me feel bad. They don't make me feel bloated. They don't give me terrible gas, whereas black beans does all three of those things. So experiment for yourselves. Understand that legumes can be problematic for some people, but not for everybody. And if you guys try stuff out, then that's the best way to know what you should be eating so you can build a diet based around you. If you guys like this video, click the like button right there. Help me spread my warrior message. Otherwise, go to GarageWarrior.com for some more awesome tips on nutrition, exercise, and how to live the warrior lifestyle. Thanks for watching.